Do we have Mr. Barrel in the basket? Look how cute you are. Where's she? Good girl. Hi everybody, thank you for watching. I missed you guys so much. I feel like I have been gone forever. I have been editing my vlog from my trip, but there was just so much footage because the trip was in total 11 days. So I'm trying to see if I can fit it into one, but I have a feeling I'm gonna end up breaking that into two. So since that's taking a little longer than usual, I wanted to sit down and finally film today for you guys. And of course, I wanted to get back to my normal filming schedule. But yesterday, we got a new family member. So it's been really hard to get anything done. She was sitting on my lap while I was getting ready. I've been up since 8 and I think it's around like 1 o'clock right now. So I just figured I would talk to you guys, update you on some things that have been going on, show you the new baby. And then I promise my next video that I'm filming either tomorrow or Friday will be a makeup video and I'll be back to my normal scheduling. So thank you for being so patient while I've been away. It was definitely one of the best trips that I have ever been on in my entire life. So if you guys want to hear a little bit more, then please keep watching. So I was gonna show you the baby first, but she's laying up there with Bear, and this is the first time that they're actually laying together. So I will show you her in a little bit. But you can stop this video right now and go check out my Snapchat if you can't wait any longer. But I just wanted to fill you guys in because I have not filmed anything or been on YouTube in so long. So if you guys don't have any other social media and you don't know where I've been, I was in Malaysia, Cambodia, Bali, and Singapore, all in 11 days. So it was such an amazing trip. Our flight to Malaysia, we had to stop first in Taipei. So it was like a 19-hour flight to Taipei and then like a 4-hour flight from Taipei to Malaysia. So the first stop was Malaysia for the Influence Asia Awards. I presented the Top Beauty Award with Shannon, and then Brett presented the Top Fitness and Health Awards, and there were 7 different countries. I have like such a fear of public speaking, so the thought of like going on stage in front of thousands of people was so nerve-wracking, but all that I thought I had to do was say, and the winner is, and then that be it. But then the night before we were all at dinner and they told us that there's gonna be 7 different winners and we have like a paragraph each to say. We had such a great time in Malaysia. After the award show, we all went out to a club. We were also with Judy and Benji, who are the cutest couple ever. So we had dinner, we went out to a club, we had such a great night, and then super early the next morning, we left for Cambodia. So Cambodia was so much more than I ever expected. It was definitely the most life-changing experience that I've ever been through my entire life. We're already planning our trip back there. So it was really cool because I got to go out there and meet with the founder of the WA Foundation, which is the foundation that I have my scholarship with. And he took us around, and the first night we just had dinner, we settled into our hotel, and then the second day we woke up super early and we went over to the Bright Hope Institute, which is the school where the girls that will be attending college with my scholarship will be going. So with the money that we raised, they're also building brand new dorms for everybody. So you're gonna see videos of all of this, but I feel like when I was away, I did a lot of like scenery shots and not as much talking to the camera. So I figured, you know what, let me talk about it first, and then you guys will get to watch it all and you won't be confused as to what's really going on. Can we take a second? Look at my children. They're sleeping together. I'm so happy. Okay, so we went to the Bright Hope Institute. I think there was like 16 girls out of the 32 that will be attending for the first year. So this is a 4-year scholarship where I will be sending 32 girls at least every single year for 4 years. So that's where you get the 120. And they took us around, they showed us the dorm rooms that some of the girls are currently living in, and it was super crammed. There were clothes and books and everything all over their beds. So as soon as I walked in there, like my heart just broke, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to see the new dorms that they're gonna be building for these girls. So they had started a bunch up the steps, so we went upstairs and we saw what it was looking like, and it was so nice. They had a beautiful desk area for all the girls where they can store their books above it. They had cubbies so they can all hang up their clothes and have their clothes away, and that way they can keep their space neat and have just more room for themselves and more privacy. So it looked so amazing. I can't wait to see them all built out when we go back in September. The people that work at the Bright Hope Institute provided like a PowerPoint presentation just showing us how they choose the girls and all about their school and different things that they do to give back and everything like that. It was a really cool experience to hear more about it, just to, you know, when you're halfway across the world and you're doing something so huge, you want to make sure the charity that you're working with is A, all the money is going to go to the right place, and B, the charity is actually putting the time and the effort to make the community better. So I got to go and meet some of the girls in the classroom. I gave them all a palette and a bracelet, and I did makeup for some of the girls. And unfortunately, they didn't speak English, so I wasn't able to communicate with them, but I talked in front of the class, and then they had someone translate it for me. And when I had each girl come up for her gifts, they all hugged me and kissed me, and it was just like literally the most beautiful experience ever. They were so grateful, and just to see like that twinkle in their eye, it was just so amazing. I was literally holding back tears the entire time. I presented the big check, and that was how we started our morning off, so it was amazing. And then we went over to an orphanage across the street from where we were staying, and the guy Chris, the founder of the foundation, he goes to Cambodia all the time, and this is one orphanage he works with in particular because the owners of it are just so sweet and so amazing. And we went there for a few hours, we played some games, and we got to meet all the little babies. So I know some of you guys were watching it on Snapchat and you got to see what was going on, so that was literally like the second highlight of my trip. Obviously it was so amazing getting to meet the girls that will be helping, but just seeing those little kids and hearing some of their stories and how they really don't have much, but they're so happy and they're just so loving. That was just such a beautiful experience, and I literally cannot wait to go back. We were not there long enough. We were only in Cambodia, I believe, 2 nights, so 3 days, but we were traveling the first day, traveling the last day, so it was way too quick. So we are planning a trip back in September to present the rest of the money that we are still going with. So our next goal is 200,000, so we are almost there, which is so amazing, all because of you guys, so I really, really appreciate it. And then after that, we actually went around and Chris showed us some of the schools where he provides clean water. WA Foundation stands for Water and Healthcare Foundation. So they started it providing clean water to communities for dental hygiene and also to wash their hands and also to drink clean water. So many kids were dying in Cambodia because they didn't have clean water to wash their hands with and brush their teeth with, which is just absolutely crazy. So what I thought was so amazing is what he's doing is he's not trying to just build these equipments and throw them all over Cambodia and move on. What he's doing is he has teams that go into the communities and they teach them how it works, and they get them involved and they get them excited about it, and they work with them one-on-one for years now, and they make sure that the whole community is stabilized, which is so amazing. So we went around to a few schools, got to meet some more kids, and that was the trip to Cambodia. Once you guys see all this footage, you're gonna just cry. Like, it was just amazing, and I cannot wait to go back. The food there was also so good, like so good. It was so nice. They had vegan options for us everywhere we went, which was so nice. We didn't even have to like ask, and the food was just incredible. The sauces and the veggies, everything was so fresh. So then after Cambodia, we went to Bali for a few days to relax. So that was like our relaxing part of the trip. We stayed in this beautiful villa that overlooked like this huge jungle. It was, when I tell you, like the most peaceful place. Like, I feel like I've been there before, and I just felt like I like belong there. It's such a spiritual island, and one of the things that stood out to me, why I thought it was like so amazing, is for their new year, they have 24 hours of pure blackout. So the airport shuts down, everyone shuts off their lights, and they just have 24 hours to reflect on the year that passed and to think about all of the things that they want for the future. So I just thought that was such a beautiful thing, especially for the airport to shut down. That just goes to show you that they're not all just about money like basically everywhere else, that they are very spiritual. So it was just such an amazing feeling being there. We would wake up super early and go to breakfast, and we would just sit there for like an extra hour just like looking at the views and just taking it all in, and the air was just so fresh. The fruit was literally picked from the garden, like we could see the garden, like that's how fresh everything was. Our friends Ken and Leslie are actually living in Bali, so we didn't really want to relax. They had said like, oh, take the few days to relax and just kind of like lay by the pool and do all that, and we didn't want to do that at all. We really wanted to see the island and we wanted to do things. So So since they have lived there for over a year, they took us to some of the amazing parts of Bali. We saw some temples, we went to see the rice fields, we did whitewater rafting, we went to the monkey forest. I literally had baby monkeys jumping on me. It was the coolest thing ever. And it's funny because baby Chai reminds us of a little monkey because she has the folded ears down. We had so much fun in Bali. That is not gonna be the last time that I'm going. I think when we go out to Cambodia in September, we're gonna extend our trip even longer and we're gonna do Bali again because there's so many things that I wanted to do that we just didn't have enough time to do. And again, who knows, maybe I'll end up moving there one day. And then we finished our trip off in Singapore and we were only there like one full day. We had dinner at Chris, the founder of the foundation. He lives in Singapore. So he hosted a beautiful dinner at his house for us. And it was so amazing. They are just such great people, and it's so nice to just be around like good, genuine people that love the same things that you do and that love to give back. And it was really nice, and it just made me so happy that I decided to work with this foundation because I know for sure every single dollar that we've donated will be used for an amazing cause. And if there's anyone that needs it, it's the people in Cambodia, and they're so deserving of it, and they're so grateful and just such amazing people. So Singapore, last day, we saw the gardens. We went and had dinner on, I'll show you guys a picture really quick. It's like 3 hotels and like it looks like a huge cruise ship on top. So this is kind of how it ties into my story with Chai. So I'll tell you the story now and then I'll show you her because I know you guys are dying to see her. All day we were driving around Singapore, me and Brett, and we kept seeing this hotel, or I guess, yeah, it's a hotel, but with like a huge restaurant on top. And we were like, what is that? We kept taking pictures of it. So we were sitting in that restaurant and actually let me backtrack a little bit so I can get into the end of that story and the beginning of Baby Chai. So I've wanted a 4th one for a long time now. I'll tell you my really cheesy reasoning behind it. So when I was in high school, like me and Brett dated a little bit on and off, and well, Bear just jumped up behind me. Bear, you want to come say hi to my friends? Come here. Oh, my big giant baby. Look how big my boy is. So we dated a little bit in high school, and I used to be like really cheesy. I used to like doodle. So I'm CB and he's BC, so I used to always write like CBBC like all over my binders and my notebooks, and like it's just something that I always thought was like meant to be. So we have like so many like weird connections where like with our families that they have the same names, same birthdays, like crazy stuff like that. So we're like really big on all of that kind of stuff. And it just so happened when we got Cindy, her name, they actually already named her Cindy because she had the mole. So we kept her name Cindy. And then a week later we went back for another one and we ended up getting Bear. And we couldn't think of a name for him, but I was like, we need to have it as a B because we already have Cindy, she's C, we need to have a boy and name it B for Brett, you know? So we came up with Bear. And then a few months later when we found Bowie, he was outside. We found him at his dad's house. He was just like a little baby and he was starving and he had fleas and everything. We took him in, we got him all cleaned up, and now he's in a great home. But we named him Bo. And the reason we named him Bo was because he was bow-legged when he walks, but also because, you know, the boys are B's and the girls are C's. So I was like, come on, we need one more. And even in my closet, I have like CB, BC, like everywhere. So I was like Cindy, and then in the order we got him was Cindy, Bear, Bo. So I'm like, C, B, B, we need another girl. We were thinking of names and we already had the name picked out. We just, had no real plan on getting one anytime soon. But while we were in, I think it was Bali, me, my mom, and my sister have a group chat on Instagram where like we just send each other cute cat videos. We're like really annoying cat ladies. And she sent me one of this adorable Scottish fold kitty, which is the one with the little folded ears. And she was just snuggling up on her owner, and it was literally the cutest video I've ever seen. So I did something that I've done a million other times. So like what I do is when I see like a really cute cat or a breed, I'm always like, oh, let me see if they have that breed in New Jersey. So like type it in, never end up finding anything. Like I must have done this about 100 times, even before I even got Cindy and Bear. I was allergic to cats, so I never thought I would actually get one, but I used to just look up different breeds in New Jersey. And I found someone who's not too far from where I actually grew up. So I went on her page and she only had one baby left, and it was Chai, and she was the color of chai tea, which was like so meant to be. And I just thought she was literally the cutest little girl ever. So I messaged her and we were just going back and forth. Like nothing was set in stone yet. I was just trying to get a little bit more info on her and all of that. And so we had talked back in Bali, and I hadn't heard from her in a couple of days. So didn't think anything of it. I told her I was in Asia and I would be back soon and yada yada yada. So we're sitting at that restaurant in Singapore and we weren't even gonna go there, but I had asked Leslie, I was like, do you know, is like that a restaurant up on top of that, those buildings? So she was like, yeah, I'll get us a reservation. So we ended up there. It's like a really nice restaurant up there. And the manager of the restaurant came over to our table and he just welcomed us for coming and asked if we were celebrating anything in general. And Leslie's so freaking cute. I'm obsessed with her. She was like, yes, we are. Carli raised all this money for a scholarship, and like just started going on and like telling the man everything about like our trip and everything, which was so cute. And from there, we just started talking a little bit more. He asked us where we were from, and me and Brett we just said New York because everywhere else when we would say New Jersey, people seemed a little bit confused. So we're like, oh, New York, it's just easier. People know New York. They don't really know New Jersey sometimes. So we said New York, and the guy was like, oh, I'm actually from New Jersey. So we're like, oh, we're actually from New Jersey too. What part? And he's from the same town that we live in right now, which is so weird. Like, we are halfway across the world, 12-hour time difference, in a country we've never been to before, in a restaurant on top of like a huge building, and the manager of the restaurant is from the exact same town, literally 2 minutes from where we live right now, and he worked 2 minutes from where we live right now. So it was just so weird. And in that moment that he was saying that, where we were all like, what are the chances? I get a random text from the cat lady that we were talking to, and out of nowhere, she told us that she's like, I just want to let you know, Chai's birthday was February 18th, and she just gave a few other details. And as soon as I was reading that, after like I was listening to what was going on, I was like, are you kidding me? February 18th has special meaning to both me and Brett, and we're really big on dates and all of those things. So Brett had an older sister before he was born who unfortunately passed away only a few weeks after being born. And her birthday was February 18th. Her name was Sarah. But what's so crazy about that is if Sarah didn't end up passing away, Brett would have never been here. So as horrible of a situation as that was, it was just like a date that was just really special to us. And February 18th also has meaning to my family because my Aunt Karen had passed away on February 18th. So yes, the two dates don't have the best meaning, but to me, like, numbers mean everything. And it was just like in that moment, after like so many different things on that trip happened, where like it was just kind of like aha moments and just like weird coincidences, that when she said that, I was like, oh my gosh, so this to me means that this baby is meant to be, like, there's a reason that's her birthday, and that I found her and she's the same colors as the name Chai that we wanted to name her after. So it just ended up working out perfectly. So we got her yesterday, and literally I am so obsessed. She slept right here all night with her paws right on my face, and the other babies never ever sleep. Like, they sleep with us, but they lay on our legs and very rarely cuddle up. So the fact that she just laid here all night, it was like the best night of my life. So I didn't really get much sleep, but I don't even care. I woke up like with the biggest smile on my face, and yeah, so I'm gonna go get Chai so you guys can meet her. The littlest dumplings. This is my hand. I have pretty small hands. And this is the babe. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, girl. Oh! God bless you. God bless you, Momo. Got Bear, and that's what I was sitting on, by the way. So Bear's in there, Cindy's up there. I don't know where Belly is. Honey boo boo girl. Can we say hi to my friends? Can we say hello? Huh? Can we say hello? Look, boo boo. Look, boo boo. Hi. Oh, I know. You're so sleepy, right? Climbing up my legs. Being a little rascal. Hey, girl, stay right here. So beautiful. So that was the story with Chai. She's literally everything. So I think we're done for now with cats. I know I'm already a crazy cat lady, and now we added one more. So I already warned everyone on Snapchat, if you don't like cats and you hated me before, unfollow me now, because now I have 4, and she's a baby, and she's so cute. I can't stand it, so I'm gonna be showing a lot of her. So what else? Oh, I also wanted to talk about my palettes, and a lot of you guys have gotten it already, which I've been so happy to see you guys loving it. And I know they are still working on getting orders out. There was over 50,000 orders, and what happened was, since the BH site crashed and we had to move it over to Pranava Beauty, BH had all of the shipping supplies and everything all ready, and the pallets and everything going to them. So what we had to do through Pranava is we had to print out all of the labels on our end and then bring them over to BH, and then BH had to package all of them and ship them out. So it wasn't like the normal original setup where it was through BH and then they just shipped it out right then and there. It's been taking a little bit longer than expected, but I think at this point, all of the domestic orders have been shipped, and I believe today is like the last day that all of the international shipping are going out. So my customer service team has been so amazing. They have answered every single email. So if you have any questions, problems, concerns, or if your pallet arrives broken, or if anything happens that you're not happy about, please email info@pranavabeauty.com. Also, make sure it's not Pravana, it's Pranava. I know some people were saying that the email didn't exist, but it does. You just have to make sure you're spelling it correctly. Also, if you never received an email from them, check your spam box. A lot of people were finding it in their spam mail. So again, anyone having any issues, that is the easiest way to contact them, and they will 100% answer you and help you out. They are working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. LA time, so the West Coast time, but they will be getting back to every single person. And if you, for whatever reason, don't hear back, then you can go ahead and tweet me, and I've been helping some people that way as well. So every single person will get their order. It's just taking a little bit longer than normal because of all of this and the pre-order and everything like that. So thank you guys for being so patient, and thank you for everyone who ordered it. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I can't wait to start seeing you guys create some looks with it, and I feel like it's the perfect palette for summer. And I believe there's only a few more days left of it being $19.50, so definitely pick it up now, and then it's going up to $22.50, which is not a huge change, but if you guys want to get it for the discounted price, I think it's good until the end of April, which we have a few more days. So I think that is really all I wanted to cover. Again, we were traveling for like 2 weeks, and then last week we were so jet lagged. We got home super late Monday night, and I think Tuesday I was fine, but like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was sleeping all day. It was like all kinds of crazy. We were up all night and sleeping all day. So finally back to myself, and now we have a new baby, so it's been throwing me off a little bit more, but I promise I will be filming new makeup videos this week, and then next week will be my normal filming schedule, and I will be back at it because I'm not going anywhere for a while. So thank you guys so much for watching. I figured I would just do a little story video and tell you guys about what's been going on since I have been MIA for quite some time. And again, I am filming tomorrow a new video, so let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to see a makeup look with my new palette, I can 100% do that for you guys, or if you want to see something different, let me know. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.